Do you know what I was? Because everyone's talking about like D23 and what they were talking about. Everyone's talking about like Kingdom Hearts 4 and like the new, like, like Frozen 3 or whatever.
Oh, I did see something about there being a Frozen 3.
If she's not a lesbian, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Just because they were like so on the like Elsa is gay bandwagon that I was
Mm-hmm.
like really just hoping that um sorry uh that unless it's like the aunt or whoever,
Mm-hmm.
because that would just be incest, so we can't do that. But like I
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
right, no incest.
Not in a Disney movie.
I wonder if there have been though, like incest in a Disney movie, but like we just didn't see it.
The writers were like, actually, they were related the whole time.
They were related.
Let's see.
How are your notes going? Can I see them,
Uh,
or did you
Hold
put
on.
them like completely somewhere else?
I put them on my phone.
Oh,
Hang on, gotta put this here. Looks almost perfect. Um, did you put this? Huh? There's a weird. Did you put that Audible Premium thing in the chat?
no. Hello, Z. No, I didn't.
I see. Sub for 2 months of Audible Premium. It says
That's cool.
it's attached to ours. I guess.
Yay. How you doing, my love?
Darling Z.
Well, because everyone was talking about the new live action Tangled, and I was like, dude, that guy is a good Flynn Rider. I can tell you that. He's from like the zombie movies. Even though like I was a Descendants person, so I didn't really give a shit about zombies. But I guess he was like a really big character. He's hot, I'll give you that.
The
They just
rain.
they just better do a good job of it. Oh, I'm
Um,
good the usual, but was drenched in rain today. Edinburgh was flooded. Oh, damn. That's
wow.
unfortunate to hear. I'm doing good. I feel like we've been August has been like really busy for us in terms of like what we've been talking. Well, and then SJM just like blew up our entire like this was like our busiest month of recording, and then SJM because literally after this we're recording later. So like I literally she blew up the dam for everybody, and then we're just sitting here like we these are supposed to be my days off, but I'm also like not. It's fun because obviously I'm happy being here, but it's mostly just wow. I did not think that this. She blew up the internet on the day I was. Yeah, she was in the middle of moving. I was like, out of all the day, we've been waiting like technically. I mean, obviously, we haven't been waiting like talking about just ACOTAR in general. Waiting since Silver Flame was like 2021. So math, 5 years, 4 years.
From 21,
Yeah,
it's 5 years.
yeah, 5 years. Like,
Sorry,
holy
I'll get
shit.
to your question in just a second, Z. Just putting this on the Discord.
Pre-pandemic, yeah. I'm putting it on Twitch, or sorry, as Instagram as well.
Look, ow, ow, just bang my shin. That hurt. Owie, 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 owie. Um,
Yeah, you did get the buzz. We're just waiting for people to kind of come in before we start gabbing.
Oh, just me being clumsy. I swear,
Yeah.
this new place that I've moved into, my new apartment, it's great. I have nothing to complain about, except for the front door that is so creaky that like just spikes my anxiety because I'm like for the past like 3 nights I've been coming in late, like way like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And I have hardly seen my housemates at all, but like just because I've only been there for those like nights, for just a few nights, it's like I'm like worried that I'm making way too much noise. And it feels amplified because I'm the only one making noise. I honestly feel like I need to just take initiative and oil that door up. But
Yeah, that's
oh,
like
for the
super
question of
ASMR.
how did your creaking
It
door,
sounds like
creaking door?
it does sound like ramen, doesn't it? Sorry, I
Oh,
hear it.
oh,
No, it's not fine. I was just God,
it's
I just
not fun.
you know what I think of? I think of that stupid ass meme that Cameron sent me
I
a long
know.
time. Yes,
I know what meme it is.
I wasn't okay. Here's the thing. I did not know what that was until he came up like this. We were at a show. We were live with people. He just comes up to me as I'm supposed to go on, and then he says that, and I'm like,
You know what that sounds like?
I was like, you freaky motherfucker.
No, I do think of that meme anytime that I make lots of noises with that. What I was gonna say about the Z, your question of how did my move go? It was exhausting, and I'm technically still moving some things here and there, um, like mostly little things. But I have all of the furniture in, which is nice. Um, but it's yeah, it's very dark and very cold down there. But I mean that's typical basement. At least it has carpet and not insulated walls, or like it has insulated walls, but the insulation is not visible like my basement. um, so it's I just need to get some lamps, like lights and lamps and like night lights that I can plug into outlets and shit. Like I brought one of the lamps that I had here. I think it was my mom got it for some reason, but it has like a foot button, so like you can step on it to turn it on. And I plugged that in right next to like the bottom of my stairs, so that if my hands are full, I can just walk over to it and step on the button. Um,
Oh,
which at least gives me a little bit of light enough to set stuff down anyway.
I just love how I'm a little hermit. I was just like, I feel like that'd be happy. I'd be happy with like no light.
I mean, I'm definitely happy like living in the dark like that. I think what I just need is some fairy lights.
Yeah, it's the fairy lights that do it because it's like I can be in like a totally dark. You remember that the scene in Avatar, like
Hmm.
where the like glowy
Yeah,
lights, like in
yeah.
the secret tunnel.
Secret
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel. It's like that. It's Z girl,
Yes, I am
spitting
the light to that darkness.
girl.
Um,
You're gonna be so. We can't show you yet because it's not out, but we have some. We have an art piece that Mel commissioned for the pod specifically.
we
And
commissioned Mel.
yes, sorry, I said it backwards.
It's fine.
Like
I get what you mean.
to make a poster for our show, and it is fucking fantastic.
It's so pretty.
We've been talking about this for months, and when we did the tarot card, we already were planning on the poster. So like we've been in production with this for like ever. It should be out on Friday um to post.
Hmm.
So I'm I am so thrilled. It's so exciting. Like honestly, Sarah J. Mass is doing us a favor having this all happen in like the same amount of time. I think Friday is that Friday her time? I'm confused.
I mean, it would be Friday. It just depends on when it's released for
It should
us.
be at least early enough in the morning. It should probably shouldn't
Yeah.
be like super.
If it's in the morning, then it will be Friday for you too.
But all right, without further ado, okay. So let's just, because I want to bring it up because we also have to talk about what it says in the bottom here. Now,
Yes, I have not had a chance to look at any of this, so this will also be information to me.
okay, wow. So you haven't looked at this.
I mean, like I saw her Instagram post of the covers and like the titles, but I haven't been able to read any of the blurbs. I didn't even realize you guys were talking in the Discord about it.
We
I
were all
have been
girl.
so focused on moving that I haven't heard anything about it other than pictures.
It's
And
okay. My phone burst up. Okay. So that's the reason that like I know what these blurbs are. So let me
yeah.
so obviously, yeah, they everyone, Jesus Christ. It's on it Target. That's what it is. Um let's just go over, okay, let's get ahead. So obviously 6 and 7. 6 is going to be the smaller one because that's the one that's a little bit more than yes, Waterstones also has it out. 6 and
Mm.
7, the A Court of Splintered Harmony is going to be the smaller one, and obviously that's the one that's coming out in October. And then A Court of Forgotten Melody is the one that's coming out in January. And that's going to be the really big one. It's like Crescent City big. So it's probably like the biggest
Mm.
one of ACOTAR so far. But not the biggest that she's ever had. Because Kingdom of Ash is probably the longest. From what I am, not from what I remember, of what I know. Um,
Hmm.
so people were getting a little bit upset at these titles because well, let's just give everyone the scoop, okay? Someone hacked her website and posted this before like she even posted anything. Now,
Mm.
obviously these are the titles. Somebody just was being an asshole and posted it before she got a chance. I think it was still planned to release in like a timely fashion. But she might have been pushed to do it the day of since it was already out anyway. I don't know why people can't just leave things alone, but here we are.
Yeah.
Um, but there is a little bit of controversy at first because people thought these weren't the real titles, and I was like, no, they seem very real.
I thought it was originally said that she was gonna post this stuff on the 17th.
There was never a date.
Oh,
It was never like a specific date, no. Um,
got it.
so it's kind of like A Court of Silver Flame. So we're going again away from A Court of Blank and Blank. Obviously, this is like not that. I've been seeing a lot of memes about this where it's like it's gonna be Aka shh and Aka F me, which I that's actually pretty funny. I didn't even I'll thank Ryan about that because Ryan was the one that was like, "Have you seen these?" And I was like, she sent me a TikTok.
Gosh.
Yeah, Aka shh. That's funny. Um, let's just say first couple things I notice on here. Number one, they're the gradient. I'm a color person. I'm like very sticklers on those. All of her new re-released ACOTAR stuff, because obviously we're not talking about the old ACOTAR covers. We're all a very bright, strict color.
Mm-hmm.
Like ACOTAR was red, ACOMAF was teal, whatever the fuck. Um, and they were like just one bright color.
Mm-hmm.
Um, versus yeah, so the color for the first, so ACOTAR 6 starts out, and maybe actually why don't you say this? Why am I talking about colors? I'm also blind as well, so just you could.
So, yeah, Splintered Harmony is a like a magenta pink. Honestly, the color that you have your room at right now. That color pink all the way down to like a sun yellow. So that center part is like kind of peachy.
It moves into it. It's actually just a gradient.
It is a very smooth gradient.
It's not super split, but it moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is two colors, which is why it makes it special because she's trying to differentiate between the other books. Because even Silver Flame was like one strict color. Like it was orange, and this is not.
Yeah.
And then the second one, A Chord of Forgotten Melody, is It almost like it starts out from that yellow gradient
It's
that it
almost the
ended
exact
with.
same yellow. It's slightly oranger, but doesn't matter. It basically goes from a yellow into like the teal of Mist and Fury.
So a lot of people are talking about this. They're saying like this is like mixes from like the other books. Like we're going from like the pink that ACOTAR was, the same color, to like the color that Kingdom of Ash is, to the color of what Silver Flame was. Like everybody has says something differently. Do I think she thought about like the colors of like the other books? As an SJM fan for so long, do I think she went like no?
Hmm.
I think that there's meaning to the gradient, but I don't think there's necessarily meaning to like if people are putting like, oh, if you put this book first and then this book and then blah, blah. I think they're just similar colors to show that like honestly, I'm thinking crossover potentially.
Hmm.
Also just to let everyone know in the audience, Lisa has not watched or read Crescent City yet. So
So I keep hearing there's a connection.
please censor yourselves. um and or the rest of Throne of Glass, so or at least Kingdom of Ash. So like, if you want something, send it to me. First. Um, you will get there. If you get through them, then you're in on the Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'll get there.
do I think it's that much? No. Like I don't. I also do. I obviously this is sometimes people's jobs, like book people's jobs to be like, oh my gosh, da da da. This is like Sarah can be a simple creature sometimes from how she presents herself. So it's like I think that there's a point to the gradient, but I don't think it's necessarily like okay, you put ACOWAR first and then this book and then Kingdom of Ash here and then you
Mm.
like put what's the I think they're just similar colors because there's it's supposed to be some sort of crossover happening. Um Also please jump in at any time. I'm just kind of putting my thoughts out there.
Yeah. I
Um
think to answer your question, Z, that represent a shift or change in something in the narrative. I think I think that's what Tabby and I did briefly talk about. Um, I mean, with you as well, but just for the audience as well. Um, like we think it could be like two POVs in each book could be a potential. Um, I think I could lean towards that. Obviously, I don't know like whatever this connection is between Crescent City and ACOTAR, but I think it would be cool if it were like similar to how Silver Flame was Nesta and Cassian.
I'll tell you one thing. I definitely don't think it's going to be like, okay, we're in this world and then we're in this world, like in different POVs. I definitely don't think
Hmm.
that's the case.
Probably
Because
not like Crossworld.
no, definitely not. Do will characters maybe show up? uh, I hope so. Because I've been waiting for this.
3 years.
um, I think now. Let me tell you this. A lot of people are asking, should you read the other books before these? Yes. I don't, and you know, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Me about to like ram everybody. Me going in with a nice, well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I have a
But you're wrong.
podcast. We have a podcast. You're asking us. I have an answer. I don't think you can read these without reading everything else. I just really,
Hmm.
I I think you can maybe get away. I don't even want to say that because like I don't think it's true. I don't think you can get away with not reading Throne of Glass and maybe under obviously Crescent City is I would say more of like you can't read these next two ACOTAR books without Crescent City. I think that I can say for 100% certain. Throne of Glass, especially from what we're going to be talking about with the covers of these, I really don't think you can either. Like especially the second book. So
Hmm.
I'll go into that, but I think everybody's like up in a tizzy about. Well, and I was telling this to. Hey Z, I mean, you can read them, but like if there's people that are brought up that you have no idea about, it's like I just don't want someone to have a diminished experience. I think that's what it is. Because imagine the idea of like a character that comes from Throne of Glass. And I'm not saying it will happen, I'm just saying imagine they come into these books and then like we've been waiting forever for them to show up. And then you're just kind of like as a reader like, "Oh, who the fuck is that?" Even though we're over here
Mhm.
like screaming and like very much like Avengers Endgame level. Um
Well, I
um
mean, hey Z, if you're like listening to our podcast along with us, you'll be able to basically hear what happens in the story anyway without having
yeah,
to read it.
right. You don't even have to read it. We go very in depth. Um but I just don't think you can. I really don't. Um just from my personal professional opinion, I don't think so. Because I think some big shit's gonna happen in this one. Um so let's just start with the first one, right? The Court of Splintered Harmony.
Hmm.
The fact that they're music references makes me think Gwen right off the bat.
Hmm. And as.
Gwen and Az for sure. Um is it a little bit weird that Elaine's like the last sister to not get her own? But especially from here, it says a Court of Splintered Harmony, but then the Valkyrie Cycle Movement 1. And then,
Mm.
of course, the second book said the Valkyrie Cycle Movements 2 and 3.
Huh.
That doesn't make me think Elaine.
True.
Um, and I don't, everyone's bitching. Everyone thinks they're Nesta books. I really don't. I mean, Nesta's going to play an amazing part. She's going to be the general of the Valkyries for sure. Do I think that these are going to be her perspective books? No.
Hmm.
Because some people were debating whether or not, like, Nesta, like all each sister would get 3 books, and then there's going to be another 3 books, and at least from what SJM's planning right now, it's 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7.
God,
Sorry.
you turned into JK. So obviously
Gen
these
Z.
2 books are going to come out, and then there's one more,
Mm.
and apparently that's the quote unquote end of ACOTAR. Do I believe that? Who knows?
It probably is like the end of ACOTAR as we know it, and then like after that, and then after like all of her releases for the rest of her series, plus that fourth series, then it's gonna like continue into okay, now let's put them all together.
I don't know if these books are going to be like the Avengers Endgame, like this last trilogy is going to. I mean, honestly, we have to when I read the first book of this, when we read ACOTAR 6, I think I can better ascertain
Yeah.
that whether or not these are going to be like end game s stories, like this is going to be the end game villain. I don't
Mm.
think so, just from also my perspective of I'm really trying hard to like actually have like thoughtful shit to say because my brain is scrambled and I have like 10 things to say. Um, does this mean we get generation like okay, no.
I would love a story of Nyx though.
I
Just like a
want
bonus chapter or something.
I want to, but there's something I can't say because neither of you have read Throne of Glass to the end. So there's something that I
Connection
want.
between Throne of Glass and Nyx? Well, now you've just exposed it.
Well, no, I mean I okay. It's it's not exposing if it's not even confirmed. I'm just saying I have
Mm.
a theory that nobody's talking about that I really want to be true. And this is why I say, honestly, Kingdom of Ash changed the game. Kingdom of Ash
Mm.
made it so that I feel like you have to read Throne of Glass before, and you have to make it all the way to the end to realize why. And she isn't
Mm.
even there yet, so like I can't even tell her what it is. Um, who knows? I'm not gonna tell you shit. Um, but I think what I mean by that is I think this is gonna still be a generation like 0. I don't think this is gonna be, but I think potentially that there could be a Nick storyline. Um,
Mm.
I just don't think he's gonna be, at least from what I know so far. I don't think he's going to. I think he's still gonna be a baby, or at least a toddler. I
I
don't
want to see
think,
baby Nyx.
of course. Well, okay, I can tell you this. I mean, this is part of my theory, but again, I can't tell you the other part related to Throne of Glass. I think Nyx is going to be a world walker. Like he's going to have this like ungodly power that he's going to be able to like kind of snap his fingers, poof a portal, and he can go anywhere.
Mm.
But because I feel like it's one of those. I told this. I think I maybe said this in either like one of our mini episodes in our ACOTAR series. I said something along. I remember. Does anyone remember Sky High? That movie. Of course, she didn't remember. Um,
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Also, please tell us all of your relevant thoughts. Sky High was a movie back when I was younger, and it was basically this kid had like the best super parents in the like they were both super strong and like, but he was a kid with no powers,
Mm.
and I think it's gonna be a misdirect. I think people are gonna think that Nyx doesn't have any powers, and then one day he's just gonna like
He just
have
disappears.
disappear. Well, have
He
something,
winnows. It's like he winnows somewhere, and they're like, we don't know where Nyx is.
but he's
Turns out
winnowing
he's like, he comes back, and it's like, hey, by the way, there's this other world.
winnowing across worlds. Yeah. Oh, is that what you're trying to
Mm.
guess? You're trying to bait me to give you the answer.
Unfortunately, she's pretty tight-lipped.
I am media trained, babe. um, no, of course you can tell me your thoughts. That doesn't mean I have to. You
She's
know,
not going to give you any answer.
you're saying Selena's kid is maybe related or is a cross universe story between the kids. That's good thoughts. That's good thoughts.
Nyx is just going to go have a play day with Selena's kid.
I'll find a way. If you don't worry, she's been trying to do that for years.
It's infuriating. You're better off with a lighter heart if you don't try.
Because what's so funny is that I just laugh for no reason, even if it doesn't have any fucking meaning. And she's
It's
just
so
like,
frustrating.
because she's like, oh, well, I thought you laughed at this, so I thought like it meant something. And I was like, no, it really doesn't. I'm
You
just
know what?
laughing.
You always ask. It's like, do you ever find me annoying? That's the one thing I find annoying about you. That you can keep a fucking secret when it comes to these books. You suck at lying otherwise. You suck at
I
lying.
do.
But keeping this secret is so frustrating.
I think it's because I don't want to diminish anybody's experience because I had it
Mm.
purely where like, which was like the best experience. I didn't have social media because again, book talk wasn't a thing when I was reading these. Nobody was talking about them.
Back
So
in my day.
it was, I'm just saying that I didn't have anything to spoil me versus like now everything's out there and like everything can get spoiled. So I don't want anyone to feel like that they didn't get a like a good experience. I'm just saying TikTok didn't really get relevant until like 2020 during pandemic. So like
Yeah.
I read these before that. Honestly, I read Crescent City when it came out in 2020. So like it nobody really knew about these books then. Um but yes, back in the olden days. So, okay. Let's look at the art now. It's like
Yeah.
back on track. It says the Valkyrie movement 1 and it's a picture of if I'm going to blow it up here. There's a pile of bones at the bottom and there's teeth coming out of a shadow.
I think you
Wait,
could share your screen.
can I share it? Oh.
You should be able to.
Um let me pull it like sorry, I've been looking at like a screenshot like um so let me pull it up for everyone, I guess. I'm trying to look up the target. I want to see the full details, bitch. Let me see what it says. Okay. Okay, now I have it. So let me share the screen. Yes, I want you to share. Okay. Okay. So all right. So obviously as we see a little bit here, I'm just like scrolling in a little bit. We see yeah, teeth, a shadow, and they kind of look like flames, but it's like shadows coming out from bones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this could be a couple things. First thing I thought of was the bone carver, just because there's bones at the bottom. Um, the second thing I thought of was Bryaxis, just because of the shadow creature.
Mm,
Unless this is supposed to be like what the bone carver's form is. I think it would be really fucked if like Bryaxis and the bone carver were the same thing.
that would be kind of crazy. I think, I mean, that was my first thought looking at it was I saw flame and the bones. And then, I mean, and we're going to get there for the second one of like, with like the spider and the weaver. It
Mm-hmm.
made me think of the weaver, or spider and the string. It made me think of the weaver. So
Yeah.
it's like, it feels like a connection to the death gods.
Because obviously, and this goes into like, so then let's get the full picture for this. Okay, so that's the art. Now I will read what the description says in my narrator voice. What was broken will be remade. Deep in the heart of the continent, Koschei the Deathless is stirring. Though he's been bound to a mountain lake for millennia, the insidious threat of his return now spreads across the Fey territories, attracting powerful allies hell bent on reclaiming what was once theirs, the human lands.
Hmm.
The Night Court will not stand idly by while innocents are attacked, but with Prithian still piecing itself together in the wake of the devastating Highburn War, the task of reuniting is proving more difficult by the day. We've gotten that from Silverflame and ACOTAR. To make matters worse, big asterisks. Those who rule and protect the Night Court are reeling from recent betrayals and revealed truths. The rifts dividing them seem insurmountable. But to defeat Koschei's creeping shadow, they must find a way back to each other and resurrect their former alliances. To survive, they must find a way to repair the splintered harmony all around them. Holy fuck, that's a lot.
That's
Um,
kind of epic.
um,
I mean, we talked about it when we had our live stream talking about SJM's interview with Call Me Daddy. It was like she did say there was a betrayal.
she did.
And so when we had our live stream, we were like, there you go, that's better. Um, then when we had like the live stream, like we were talking about like who could be the betrayer and like what situation that would be.
Right. Well, first of all, I just want to say a couple of things here. Well, we're going to say a lot. This is what our 2 hours are for.
Yes.
Um, what was it going to? Sorry, give me a second. I'm also pulling up something else so that I have it on me. Um, First of all, I didn't actually figure. So first of all, Koschei the Deathless. So obviously, we were kind of debating on whether or not he'd be like an ally or a villain, just because of how he was interacting with Cassian in Silver Flame. It felt like
Mm-hmm.
a looming threat, but not one. It was kind of like that dangerous. I'm gonna show you I'm a villain, but he. I don't want to say he helped them, but like he didn't do anything to them. Like
Mm-hmm.
he saw them. So Koschei saw them and Cassian, but he didn't do anything. He just kind of, uh, I don't know, just looked at him and then was like, "Oh, I'll see you again."
Feeling whoever betrayed them is the woman from the inner circle. I think
It's
okay, and
Elaine, dude.
I mean yes, we're leading towards Elaine, but I think like there's a connection between Koschei and Azrael, just because Azrael's like shadows completely disappeared in that moment, and like he
Mm.
actually like was scared. Um, I think more. Yeah, I think we did mention that it could be more as well.
We did, but
Um,
I think what we were saying with her was like more of like out of necessity, but like everyone thinks she's actually, but she's not. Like
Yeah, I think out of the necessity thing. I think and I don't think Az is gonna betray unless it's a out of necessity sort of thing. But I think there's definitely a strong connection to between Koschei and Azrael. Potentially, um, like I've seen a couple theories that it's like uh, Koschei is like the father of shadow singers or something. Like he's like
oh,
connected to the shadow singers, hence why Azrael's shadows like were terrified of Coach J. So I don't know about the betrayal part, but I feel like I want to. Well, honestly, I don't want to see more interaction between Coach J and Azrael. I feel like that's scary.
Obviously, it is someone from the inner circle, but I would have no idea besides Elaine who,
Yeah,
like, I obviously don't think it's Nesta, Feyre, Rhysand, and or I don't think it's the
Cameron.
main four couples. Honestly, well, Amaran's never off the radar, but like I don't.
I mean, that's true.
But I also just don't think it's her. Like, unless
She's a normal Fae now, but it's like unless somehow someone from her past or something.
unless she takes matters into her own hands, like when she was talking about an Aka Silver War. Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Aka Civil War.
Silver Flame, when she was telling Rhys that he should become
He
High
has to be High
King,
King.
and if she takes matters into her own hands and like decides to do shit for him instead of,
But it like backfires or something.
I don't know. I don't know. I definitely think it could be Amarin. It could be Moore. It could be Elaine.
Those are probably the top three, but then everyone else seems to be thinking it's Azrael.
Did I come up? Yeah, I did. I did.
A court of civil wars. Well,
The
that sounds like
secret,
Civil War.
the Secret Wars of
Haha.
Prithia.
Well, you said Silver
I
Wars,
know. I
but if
said
you say
Silver
it
Wars.
fast enough, it's like Civil Wars. A court of civil wars.
Fun play on words. I think Azrael will go dark if Elaine does. That was like what we were talking about. Like I'm saying that I think he would go dark side if like Elaine decided to like, because even you were like, don't you think that he's like she's manipulating him or like she's got power over him or
Yeah,
something?
we did talk about that of just with all of her Elaine's seer abilities, and we've said that in both live streams and multiple mini episodes. Um, that there's the chance that Elaine has a lot more power than she's letting loose, especially because Nesta had so much power. Um, and then Elaine has been warping Asriel's thoughts and like perspective in the way of a seer who can see things but can also force other people to see things, force other people to feel things, basically.
Mm.
Um, so I guess I could see it that way of like he's forced to, I guess, betray in that sort of way, while potentially Elaine could remain with the inner circle and she could be controlling him from afar.
Or I was just saying he would hightail it with her if like she decided to run.
Yeah.
Because I said we'll answer your question in a minute, Z. My last thought about that is that it's a blood thing. Remember, like the like only someone who's made can get the items
Mm-hmm.
of the trove. Because like from the last silver flame, they've got all the dread trove and Nesta's new trove.
Except for
So
that one blurry hidden item,
yes,
which that
and,
could probably come in.
um, sorry, um, well, no, Eris has the other dagger, right? So there's only two
Yeah,
items from the trove that
the
they have
neutral.
from her
Yeah.
new trove. What if who betrays them is someone we have not met before? Honestly, girl, you know what who I was about to say? The fucking
Hmm.
shadows, dude. The maids.
Oh,
What if like Newall and Caradwin decided to like turn coat? Because Elaine's like they're nuzzling up to Elaine. Really,
that's true.
they could turn coat. I think.
Reese's sister.
um, I I think
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
good question. I think their mother is dead.
I
I
was
don't.
gonna say same thing. Like I know technically it said like Reese said like oh yeah like yeah, their heads were sent down the river to us where we were supposed to meet. I think that his mother is dead, but I think his sister got out.
Yeah,
Hi,
honestly, Tamlin
Mary.
saved the sister. Hi, mommy. Tamlin
Yeah,
saved
I
his
think
sister. I'm
yeah,
telling
Tamlin
you.
had to have. And like it goes way back to the first season when I had the fucking theory that the starlight pool that they bathed in the Glen, that is a portal between the
Portal
courts.
to the night court, yeah. I honestly, it could be anybody, but I definitely think we got to be right about someone, right? Like, if I get
Yeah.
one win, you know what we should do? We should do bets before
Oh no.
like during October, not on money, but like on
Well, I
like,
know, but
you know how like BTS boys do like bets? We should do a bet for like a couple of questions, like a five or so, and like that we actually like
Mm.
don't agree on, and we should
I
do
suck at gambling, so so
also.
basically whatever I say is going to be incorrect, therefore bumping up the chances that you'll be correct.
If this is a story about Tammy, I'm done. I don't think it is. I really don't think. I mean, he probably is going to show up at some point, but I really don't think it is.
It's
Though
probably going
people,
to be like where it said in the description of like they need to talk about like forgotten allies and
yeah.
try and reconnect everyone. It's probably they're gonna have to work with him on something.
Let's also not forget that this says resurrect.
Mm-hmm.
Like that threw me off. Yeah, she means Tamlin. So, because it says right here, they must resurrect their former allies. Now, let's just take a breather. Nobody actually died besides the death gods in the final battle. So
The
who
bone
else are they
carver. There's bones
resurrecting?
right here. There's bones right here on the cover.
I'm saying, dude, that like, because that's what I was thinking immediately when it said resurrect. I was like, there's no way that it can't be them because who else died? It was just them.
And that's Koschei has some way to resurrect his siblings.
I think they need them. Like
Mm-hmm.
the siblings, I think that somehow there's some spell and like they need to resurrect them to destroy them kind of thing. I mean, I don't know.
And technically, I feel like, I mean, it depends on if death separates them or if they were ever like fully dead. We like predicted they weren't fully dead, but like Feyre still has that bargain with the bone carver, presumably.
Well, it technically it went away like when he died.
But what if he's resurrected? Would the bargain still come back? Is the
I
question.
don't think so. Like at least from
But
like
we've
what
never seen that before.
I'm just telling you what I think. I don't know, but I definitely don't think it would come back cuz like it's kind of like the till death. Well, hold up. We have seen that cuz Reese made the bond with Feyre and she died, but she still had the bond when she got resurrected.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm
So,
listening.
in any case, at least, I mean, it depends on what kind of bargain Reese made with the Weaver. But potentially they could already like still be on their side. Plus Brax is wherever she is.
I definitely don't think this is Bryaxis though. I mean, I think it's partially it. I think it's
I think
partially
Bryaxis could be mentioned. I don't think it's like gonna be a main focus.
it could be the surreal. I mean, he also died during the war too, so it could be. It could be. I definitely don't think he's like at least when it comes to this cover, but I don't also I can take this away now. We've been we've been staring at it. Um I'll bring it up when we look at the next one, but no, at
Mhm.
first when I saw the resurrection, I freaked out because I was like, also, how the fuck are they going to resurrect them? Like, I would have no idea how they would even do that.
The
But
trove items, maybe?
yeah, if they have all the trove, I guess, and maybe they'd have to go to the cauldron again. I don't know. Does he have bones? I mean, there's bones in this picture. Like, there's bones at the bottom. But then there's like a corporeal form on the top, but that wasn't what the bone carver was. So it seems like it's Bryaxis and the bone carver on this cover.
Or it could have something to do with flame. Like maybe like Baron's betrayal to the continent of Prythia.
Well, it
Not
definitely
continent,
says this. Like, it says powerful allies. Like, who the fuck else
I
allies
mean
do
that's
we have? I mean, besides the ones that we, you
the
know,
ones that died.
well, not the ones that I was thinking about the continent, like those the ones that
Yeah,
more were trying to smooth over with the other Fey territories on the other side.
that's right. We'll
I,
probably see more of the Fey territories, especially because it says that they're like fighting for the human lands.
right, and obviously Baron's turning coat. He already has. So
Yeah,
didn't they use bones when scrying for the? Or hold on,
Baldur's
Mom says,
Nation.
was he just bones? No, the bone carver was like. I mean, we never saw his like form, but he showed whoever it was looking at him a different person.
And then in the actual war, he took the form of an Illyrian warrior.
So I don't think he's just bones. Didn't they use bones? Yeah, they did for the cauldron's location. They
Stones
well
and bones.
they know where it is. What if they show up? What if they show up to Cretea where the cauldron is, and it's like fuck, everyone's dead. Everyone's
Yeah.
dead, and the cauldron's gone.
It's like, well, they wouldn't know because no one can actually see Cretea.
Well, because I'm thinking about like what it says here. It says recent betrayals, not only just like recent betray, like, but what are they betray? Like, what did they do? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stolen trove. Maybe the cauldron's also going to get stolen too because
I feel like, okay, new theory. Well, not really new theory because we've mentioned it before. But it ties in hand with Elaine being one of the maid people so she can use the trove. She seems to have this connection with the cauldron. She can tell where the cauldron is despite all of Cretea's wards. So she uses Azriel to steal the cauldron away from Cretea, kill everyone there. Azriel has no memory of what happened. And
he's
then she
tele-
runs off with the cauldron with the
he,
twins.
he's telenoveling it. He doesn't. They see him and he's like, I don't know what just happened. Or no, he's getting winter soldiered.
Very much so. Very much so.
Um, the queens definitely have to play. I mean, unless they're dead, but I really don't think they're dead.
Oh, is the Surreal just bones?
Oh, you're asking. No, I don't think so. I mean, it was a skeletanoid
It was
creature, but
like
it was.
it was like literally skin and bones. So it was like bone, like skin stretched over bones.
Think
And
about
it was described as very skeletal, and he didn't have eyes, but
think about the pop figure, mommy. That's what he looks like.
yeah, just more skinny.
Yeah, he did sound creepy in the graphic audio, dude. I mean, they did a great job. I think that was Scott. Scott did a good job of making it sound creepy. Um,
Scott.
Scott, that's what his name is. Um, I mean, also it says. I mean, obviously, I don't know about the other territory. Like, would Tamlin turn coat? I really don't think he's got much to muster.
No.
I
He
think that.
needs to find some sort of purpose, is his problem.
I mean, also, God, what are they called? I keep forgetting because it's just dumb. The Band of Exiles are gonna have some sort of part to play.
Yes. I mean, obviously, like, it's going to be a whole thing of, like, if Elaine does end up going, like, turning coat, Lucian is probably going to follow her because he wants to improve his chances with her.
Oh God, please don't tell me this is the three-way we get. I'd jump off the balcony. What if when Elaine turns evil, she convinces Lucian to turn evil and he helps her, and she uses their mating bond to hold oh,
I mean, she probably would.
just to use him?
Like
Yeah.
maybe this whole time when she's been like rejecting him without actually rejecting him, she's just been building that up so that when she finally is like, "Hey, come on a trip with me," he's like, "Okay, cool."
Because they have to involve Vasa, dude. Like this is her domain. Like she's like the
Yeah,
one link.
maybe this isn't Shadows and Bryaxis. Maybe it's Flame for Vasa.
Again, I can't say that you're wrong, but why is there teeth coming out of it?
Um, because Elaine's finally showing her teeth.
It doesn't look like flames to me, but that's again
Mm,
all based on perspective.
maybe the teeth could be related to Tamlin.
Don't tell mom that.
Mary, you
um,
didn't hear me say that.
I think this one it's gonna end on a cliffhanger for sure. Just because the book has such a quick turnaround, there's no way this ends on a good note.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome
Of
POV. She's just gonna be like, oh, Jerry and oh,
well, they're fucking.
they've gotta be. They're exiles. That's what exiles do.
Well, because like Koschei involves like so many different pieces. It involves the humans, it involves Vasa, it involves Jurian, and then of course that leads to Lucian, then to Elaine. It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
But also like we have to again remember back to what this is called. It's called the Valkyrie cycle.
Hmm.
Cassian and Azrael said something, back, and I think Amryn maybe mirrored it, but she was talking about like why the Valkyries are coming back at this time. Like there's a purpose for it, like it, you know, of them resurrecting. I don't I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Valkyries have to offer that and God, this is something I can't tell you because I think I actually
Hmm.
have an idea about why like what's going to come back for them. But oh, is my mom just going off?
Sorry. First of all, I respect all views on him, but I think he just needs to go. That's pretty simple. And then it turns into burn, die, explode, whatever. That's how I heard it in my head.
We respect your views, mommy.
We do.
I I think the Valkyries are gonna have Pegasuses again. Again, I can't tell you why, but like I think they're gonna
Ooh,
have.
we get to see some Helion.
I mean, he's got a part to play too because he's connected to Lucian. It's like
Yeah,
everyone's connected to everyone. Could it reference a
true.
cycle or rebirth and healing rather than the Valkyries themselves?
You
Yes.
ask really good questions, Z.
I mean, everything's a possibility. I'm not gonna like shut
Yeah.
you down and say no. Um, it's definitely like a rebirth of something for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But is it specifically going to be one of their POVs? I don't know. I don't know. Because honestly, I won't say she's taken so long. I respect her, but like, I don't know how this is going to go from the last one. Like, I don't know if she's going to completely change this and go all third person or if she's going to continue it being first person perspectives just with different people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she would be like weird and just all of a sudden go third POV. I think that'd be odd. Especially
Yeah.
since this whole series has been in first person.
Yeah.
Um, or well, technically it had no shit. I just lied. Technically, I don't see. I I don't know how writing works. Silver Flame technically was in perspective, but it was still like omniscient presence. Like it was Nesta said this. She said this. It
It
wasn't I
was
said this.
it was limited perspective.
Yes,
Limited third POV.
but yeah. So not. Thank you, Z. I just figured that. I just figured it out. Feyre was the only one who had first POV stuff.
Yeah.
And then that one time with Reese at the end of like Mist and Fury. And Frost and Starlight. I should really just stop. Um um again, but there's so God, it's like she does such a good job of like it being super vague, but then also having some sort of like answers. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't know what other we're definitely gonna meet some of these other allies. And
Yeah. It's
oh,
going
they're
to be
gonna
like trying to get old allies plus learning about new allies.
So again, what I think is going to happen because we only technically have 2 hours for this live stream, so I wanted
Mm-hmm.
1 hour to be one book and then 1 hour to be the other book. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I think this book going to end on a cliffhanger. It's going to have the betrayals. It's going to be really fast. Um,
All the betrayals happen in this book and then it fixes in the next.
um, and they're going to be split. There's somehow people are going to get split up. In relation to how long it's been since Silver Flame, I'm gonna guess it's been because I have something I can't say. I would say I got some knowledge. A year and a half. Definitely,
Mm.
maybe Nyx's toddler level. I mean, his 2-year-old toddler level. I don't really.
Two, yeah. 2, 3 is
um,
typically toddler.
that that puts a little bit of a spit on this, doesn't it? Because the whole reason Feyre and Rhys had a child was so that it wouldn't grow up in war, and now like that didn't work out very well.
Yeah. Maybe he had like 2 or 3 like good-ish years where things weren't bad yet, but like they were brewing. But
Some people think it's Rhys that's gonna turn coat. I don't.
something happens to Nyx, he turns coat to save Nyx.
Unless like, but it says like recent betrayal, so I'm like, did he do something that like did maybe he make a decision that people didn't like, and then like it split up the court? Because that also could be the
Mm.
case. I'm not saying that like I still like my Elaine theory, but like I'm just saying
Mhm.
from someone else's perspective, it could be him. Like that people have mentioned him before. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously none of us do. But from my insider info, from what I've read and what obviously the for this book, that's what I'm thinking. Any lingering thoughts before we move on to the next book?
Yeah, I still think it has something to do with Elaine. I think I'm gonna stick with that. What if something happens to Feyre and Rhys has to make a bargain? And oh no, what if he redirects Amaranth to help them? Resurrects.
Oh, you think? Oh,
Ah.
I mean, I still think she's not dead. Well, okay, hold on. Sorry, she's dead, but if they can resurrect death gods, I'm pretty sure they could. Ooh, Z. Okay, you just made me think of something. What if when they resurrect the death gods, they resurrect the other bad things? So like Amarantha
Oh.
and like uh
The King of Hybern? Bring him back?
oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like
Imagine.
while resurrecting a death god, you're accidentally resurrecting those that have died.
Right. Cuz it'd have to be a lot of power, right?
Bring
I'm
back the
assuming.
Adder too.
Oh my god. The adder, Jesus. I mean, hey, that would mean bringing the Suriel back if like
True.
everyone's getting resurrected. Um I hope it wouldn't be that, but I also think, do the mountains also have to be a big factor? Um, the three mountains we've been talking about,
Mm-hmm.
something being in the mountains and or at the top of Ramiel.
Mm-hmm. Something has to be inside Romuel.
What if they have to? Because okay. Well, this technically goes into the second book, but that thing that I was going to mention. He gave me the ick. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us want the adder to come back, but I think um let me bring up the other book. So now this will be ACOTAR 7 then, the Forgotten Melody. So let me share this. So again, we're thinking cliffhanger, and so this will be the resolution. Well, she did the Valkyrie stuff in 4, didn't she? What if like the last book, so book 8 is, I just thought of this, is movement 4?
Mm.
Because I'm pretty sure in the Silver Flame there were 4 parts.
I think it was only 3.
No, there was 4.
Was it?
Ataraxia was at the end, dude. I very clearly remember
Mm.
that. She's gonna
Okay.
check me on it.
Well, I wasn't intending to. Now I'm going to.
So I'm
Stick with
assuming book 8's gonna be like the movement part 4. I would assume some sort of piece. What if they bring back not Ianthe? Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot she died too.
Oh boy.
Um. Yeah. Let's pin that because no, I don't want them to come back. That means Ianthe's coming back. She's gonna do an entrance like I'm back, bitches. Shoot her. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. So now this is the top of. Let me get this one. So now there's a lot of stuff on this one. Um, Obviously, we already talked about the color. The shadows are swirling around this giant spider, and
Mm-hmm.
it's got a star on it, the eight-pointed star.
Yeah.
Um, and the spider has a thing of, I don't know what that is, but it seems like thread.
It's a spindle of thread.
Ah, okay. So, um, yeah. So this one we can talk about because obviously Liesl's up to this point, but this is definitely one of the Stygian spiders from Throne of Glass.
Mm.
Um, because for anyone who doesn't know, Throne of Glass mentions Stygian spiders that weave the life of people. Well, okay, so they weave this thing called spider silk that's like the toughest material on the planet. And what you do is you have to trade your age for it. So like your years. They trade in
Mhm.
years instead of money.
I mean, and the weaver literally weaves living things.
Dude, the Weaver had to have been the one that made the Stygian spiders.
Mm.
I
Or she
think.
was a Stygian spider turned humanoid.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
That's why she like eats these people in this sort of way.
Oh, I'm bringing this up by the way. Yes. Novice, Blade, Valkyrie, Ataraxia. 4 parts of
Mm.
Silver Flame.
If they do bring her back, let Feyre stomp her ass.
We do not eat our some fourth wing humor.
We do not eat our allies.
Um Obviously this is definitely crossover territory. Um to like did Throne of Glass influence ACOTAR or did ACOTAR influence Throne of Glass? Obviously with the Weaver being older, I would assume that the Weaver was the one who made the spiders, at least from what I'm like gathering. But the Stygian spiders also said that they were really old too. So in the course of what the first blurb said about resurrecting allies, it's kind of interesting how both of these are like the death gods on the front, seemingly.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's a big thing. Obviously, again, this says Valkyrie cycle movements 2 and 3. I wonder what the part would be. Because it's seeming like it says parts 2 and 3. I'm assuming at some point there's going to be a break in the text. And it's like, what's the transition? I'm wondering.
Ah.
Of like, what's the difference between the movement 2 and movement 3?
Maybe it's like, in this first movement, right? It's gonna be like uh sorry, in Splintered Harmony, it's gonna be like, okay, all of this shit is happening, the betrayal and cliffhanger. And then the second part is where it gets darker and worse, and everyone is like making bad decisions and doing whatever they can to survive. And then the third part will be of like, okay, they're finally starting to fix this a little bit.
I wonder if it mirrors, and that's why she had the part names in Silver Flame. Because
Mm.
the first one, I'm glad I brought it up actually. The first movement was novice, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
again, maybe if it doesn't have anything to do with the Valkyries, but it's like the idea behind it. The novice era was definitely where shit hit the fan. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that that was the first. And then 2 and 3, it was, God, what did I just say? Um, what the fuck did I just say? Hold on.
Something and Blade. Valkyrie and Blade?
I should have just brought it up. Or I should have just kept it. Blade, yes. Okay, so Blade was the second part, and then Valkyrie was the third.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely, I think, going up. Like, I think you're right. I think leading from the first book, right? The part 2 is gonna be like getting back together, figuring some shit out, just like Nesta did, and then the third part's gonna be the big, like, moments. because that's when they cut the ribbon.
Mm.
I'm wondering if Melody is a reference to music, not just Gwen's. Definitely, yeah.
I mean, Nesta and her music. That's another thing.
Or the Weaver singing.
The Weaver singing, yeah.
With either Anthe, they could make.
Yeah, Ianthe's not an ally. It's like, okay, Weaver, you can like Striker, you can be our ally again. Let's feed you Ianthe again.
Right. We knew how to defeat you guys before. Sorry, I'm just processing that. Who else was related to music? Asriel definitely is. Nesta is too.
The dancing.
Gwen is.
Gwen.
I mean,
This,
Feyre in the terms of like the Under the Mountain stuff, but not necessarily as.
my mom did bring that up when I was telling her briefly about the titles of these. I was telling her yesterday, and she's just like, "Oh, well, when I think of music, I just think of Farah Under the Mountain."
Which, again, yeah, but I think
So it's
there.
like technically yes, Farah was attached to that, but that was also her connection to Reese.
Mm-hmm. But Reese's mom sang to him when he was younger. You're really on the sister mom train. Um, I definitely want his sister to be involved.
Yeah.
Imagine she just pops up out of nowhere and is like that. That's how the
Maybe
first book ends.
that's the when the death gods are resurrected and everyone else is getting resurrected, his sister and mom
Sister
get resurrected
resurrects.
too.
We didn't even think about that. Yeah.
And Tamlin's dad and Reese's dad.
No. I'm just thinking if we're bringing up the idea that other people could get resurrected on top of that. Technically, Aelin too. Aelin is tied to music very heavily. Talking about Throne of Glass. Their past flames return as well as allies. I'm just saying, if they're going to be resurrecting the death gods, they're going to be accidentally resurrecting other people. I don't know who, but like I'm just saying it's a possibility. Um, because yes, Selena is a pretty. She's very connected to music too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's really anyone else in Throne of Glass who's tied to music as much as she is.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Their past flames return as well as allies.
So let's go ahead and see. Are you all right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me see what this one says. What was lost will be. Hey, I can't say her name. I already told everybody that we could talk about. We can't talk about Crescent City, but we can at least talk about like enough to what Liesl knows. What was lost will be reclaimed. Prithian might never be the same again. Traditional alliances are crumbling, and no amount of diplomacy seems sufficient to repair them. With the continued threat of Koschei the Deathless on the horizon, a united front is crucial and farther out of reach than it ever has been before. Bonds will be tested, power will shift, and old enemies will emerge from that. See, we just fucking
Mm-hmm.
said it. Emerge from the nightmares of the past. As the Night Court's inner circle disperses far and wide, desperate for any advantage against Koschei and his mighty allies, peace hangs by a fragile thread. But hope can be spun from the darkest of shadows, and the Night Court has its own part to play in the looming crescendo.
So my first thought is, first of all, Koschei and his mighty allies. So Koschei has his own allies, which is going to be really fucking hard to deal with. But my first thought when you're reading that is it keeps saying like his rise is on the horizon, so it suggests that he hasn't quite risen yet. Like he's has all of these allies, but it sounds like his threat, like I mean, his threat is rising, and like his rise is like coming, but he isn't here yet.
Yeah, it's the idea. I think like if he gets unbound from the lake, he's just off the leash.
So I feel like maybe in these two he doesn't, unless number 7 ends with him getting freed from the lake.
I think so.
And then
He
the eighth
definitely
one
has
is
to.
all about the actual war with that.
Mom, okay, hold up. Two things. Could Lucian's ex? Oh shit! You mean just not Justinia?
Yeah.
Wrong book. Just
Just, but it was
Jasminda,
Jasminda.
but was not dead from the start. She comes back and wants to help and still in love with Lucian. But I feel like Elaine would actually get the
Mm,
claws out if his ex showed up.
yeah.
I think she'd be like, "No, he's mine, even though I don't want him." Like,
Like, you can't have him.
also, mom, holy shit. Goddamn. Censor, yes. I totally think they're out. And you know why I think that too.
Censor.
So I have to censor myself. It's so hard.
So censor something happens related to the jail.
Did not think, and what has ever done? If I can't have him, no one. I'm just saying she gives that vibe.
She does.
Does it have a thing to do with the number? I think you just triggered my mother. Um, I don't think so. No. But I think, um, girl, you just have to get with our third of class stuff. I don't want to tell you anything if you're gonna read it. Like, I've even been telling you more stuff than I probably should. Um, yeah, mom's triggered. Isn't there something to do with 13 in the last book of Throne of Glass? Yep, no. Uh, yes, no. We can't talk about that. In Throne of Glass, there is a group of witches called the 13. So I um that's definitely like off the table in terms
Mm,
of my censorship. Um but back to here. I think you're right though, going off of the fact that he is not there yet. Like he's still bound by the lake, but he can still manipulate from like his lake, right?
yeah.
And whatever people he's got locked up there, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he was manipulating Briellen. I'm fairly certain about that, even though she thought she had just made an ally with him.
Oh no. Uh,
What?
um
Do I
what?
need to not look at chat right now?
Don't look at it. Please don't
Okay.
look at it.
I'm not looking.
Don't. I'll read the chat for you, okay? You
Okay.
promised you didn't see anything, did you?
Mm-mm.
Are you lying to
I
me?
saw the last thing I saw was your mom doing saying I can't.
That's what you okay, don't look at it.
Okay. Not looking.
Girl, I'm sorry. Z, she doesn't know about that. I'm not trying to be like a bitch to you. She has no idea about that. So I'll let you know when you can look at the chat, Lisa.
Just do a lot of like periods, like dot 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 to make it go up.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I won't
sorry,
scroll
girl.
up.
Like she hasn't read Kingdom of Ash, so anything that has to do with that, she hasn't read. Aren't those dark places all over? Who knows what? I'll let you know when you can look at it again.
Cool.
Okay. You're telling me the truth, right?
Mm-hmm. I swear
You
it.
didn't. Okay.
I swear it.
That is a major spoiler.
Oh
Um.
dear.
Okay. So I'm glad that you know that. I'm glad that you're fine. That you know some things. God, this is so fucking hard. Okay. Let's just continue on. Yeah, there's a bunch of dark places. I mean, what I was saying was, my question was, when it came to um Vasa, like I think this is something like people don't talk about really. why he was so powerful enough to curse her, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, how did he gave her power? Sorry, I'm stuttering, but I'm like I was just afraid. I really thought that you saw I thought that you saw the spoiler.
Who gave who powers?
Um that Koschei gave Vasa powers. I mean, she's literally a fucking
Oh,
phoenix by night.
yeah.
Like, I know that it's a curse, but
Yeah.
like,
I doubt she had that before she went there.
who else just has magical powers that he's taken?
Mm.
Honestly, it makes me think of the King of Otterland, like experimenting on people from Throne of Glass. I mean, I'm not saying that he's like,
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him from what we've heard of him anyway.
Z, you're okay. She didn't see anything. You're good.
If I
Um,
had, it would be unforgivable.
well, not unforgivable. I think it would just be more of the like, she would definitely be upset about that. um,
Now I'm worried.
uh, well, I mean, Kingdom of Ash is not great. Like everyone is.
I've heard it's like everyone was like devastated.
I mean, yes, everyone cries at the end of it. Yes,
That's all I know about the ending of
but
it.
for multiple reasons, not just one. Um. Anyway, my hi, Daddy. What's up? We're talking about We're talking about the covers of ACOTAR. I know. My mom did that. He wanted to be called Hot Rod, which wouldn't have been as cute, but he's Papa Tabby. I think when it says bonds will be tested, those are totally talking about the mating bonds. Right?
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. It has to be like either like Elaine finally rejecting Lucian or some other bond. Like, they say mating bonds can't be broken. But what if something does actually break it, not just a rejection?
I mean, even SJM said in her interview that like people who mate aren't necessarily the best
Or,
with each other.
which is true, or like the mating bonds will be tested, as in perhaps it is like what I think it was Z said, like that, like Reese does something and Feyre gets mad at him, and like obviously like they love each other, but like that bond, it's like straining the bond. So it's like taking people who have a good bond and putting strain on it based on whatever this betrayal is.
What if the mating bond is a phantom one and Lucian just said it in the heat of the moment? I mean, is it a little bit weird that she came out of the cauldron and then they immediately mated? Because
Mm-hmm.
because Reese, if we remember, Reese already knew that he was mates with her. It just didn't click until they were she
Until she was
was
Faye,
Faye.
which is could be the same thing that happened with Lucian of like he wouldn't know until she became Faye.
Dad, what ugly stuff did you put in my chat? He said Elaine and Tamlin. I think you're allowed to look now. How much of the screen do you have?
Uh, I don't know how to measure it.
What's the well, okay.
Just put a bunch of like dot enter, dot enter, dot enter, make it
No,
go up.
they did spam. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
like you can look at it now.
I see pink at the top, so I think
Just
we're
look
good.
at the bottom.
Yeah, I see. Top I can see is your mom's purple heart.
Okay, you're good. You're fine. You can look at it now.
Okay.
Also, Dad, what ugly shit did you just put in my chat? You said Elaine and Tamlin. We are not we are not Elaine Tamlin people. You aren't either. If Elaine fucks Tamlin, I'm out.
She would do it just to piss off Lucian.
My God, I would rather fuck Eris than like screw Tamlin. If I was gonna get back at Lucian, but the only thing to get back at Lucian is to screw Azrael, and I'm fine with that. I know, Daddy. I know. And
I want to see more of Eris, honestly.
we will definitely. He's got one of the trove items.
Yeah.
And it says old enemies will emerge from the nightmares of the past. That totally makes me think Amarantha. I don't think it's okay. I'm just gonna say this. I don't think it's gonna be the King of Hybern. I think
No,
we already
we've
spent.
already had his drama.
Yeah, I definitely think Amarantha could make an appearance though. Imagine like Koschei resurrects her and then she's like, "I'm back, bitches," and it's like,
She has a vendetta against Feyre. She
holy
finds out
crap,
that Feyre is Reese's mate.
she's going after Nyx, bro. I'm
She's
calling
going
it.
after Nyx. Yeah.
Maybe they planned it from the start, and Elaine and Lucian use this as a cause. Oh, you think he's in on it?
Ah.
I don't think he's smart enough for that.
I think he's a bit too pure for that right now. It's not even about smarts. He's just too pure about it.
I'm just going off of base my reaction. What if he is, but he's been playing it down? I mean, then him and Elaine are really good for each other. If he is, because they're both doing the same thing. Um, honestly, yeah, I mean, Azrael Gwen have to be endgame. It'd be weird if they weren't.
I just hope he just has a fling with Eris. That's all I'm asking for. It doesn't need to be like some huge relationship. They don't need to be mates. Just have a little bit of fling.
Can that be our three-way that she's
Oh,
been hinting at?
that'll be their hate fuck. It would
No,
be a hate fuck
Gwen can't have sex with Eris because they're related.
somehow.
They're related somehow in their ancestry, so that no, definitely not.
What if the mating bond dynamics change?
What if Koschei has the power? Because remember, they always talked about how like, okay, now this we can talk about. This is a spoiler for Throne of Glass that she knows about, but she's crazy right now, so not sure if anybody wants her. Oh,
Wow.
are you talking about Elaine?
Wow.
Are you talking
Which
about
makes
Elaine?
it more crazy if you're talking about Elaine. That makes it more crazy of like, well, nobody wants her except for Asriel, so clearly she's manipulating him.
Damn. I know what
Nice one.
I know what he means by that. um, what if Koschei had both of my parents have them? Apparently, my mom has knives and an arrow. So, what are you looking at, dude?
Sorry, my brother's texting me.
Oh, okay. I just want to check in. Something was wrong.
No, we're good. We're good.
What if, because they always talk about how like, okay, so this is the Throne of Glass thing that I can say, is that there is a moment where a mating bond has been faked. Empire of Storms. Now I can't say anything because Dad's here, but like, because I can't say too much because he's reading it. There is a mating bond that was faked by a powerful being. So it's okay, Z. Like,
I forgive you. I didn't see anything. I promise.
no, please, we're not mad. We're not mad. I think it's just like we're in this like precarious situation because like until she reads everything, like I don't want to like bring it up. He won't remember. I know Dad won't remember. But yes, there was a powerful being who changed the mating bond and made it disappear. And then she made a mate for somebody else. So the fact that SJM, and obviously all of these worlds are connected somehow. Do we know how? No, not yet. But the fact that she could change a mating bond very much seems like the person.
Maybe that's one of Koschei's allies. She's one of Koschei's allies.
Oh, Maeve.
Yeah.
I resurrected from the past. No, this was not the mother. Do I think Maeve's the mother? No, definitely not.
No.
I think she's just a powerful person.
Yeah, maybe it's resurrecting the mother.
Their mother?
Oh, their mother is
their mother, bro. Oh, the mother is definitely gonna be on their side.
Yeah. I
But
mean, literally, she's like besties with Nesta already.
I don't know how. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how she can help them other than lead them the way, because she's like a goddess, right?
Hmm.
If their mother comes back, that's gonna be crazy. Um,
That'd be wild.
because I'm trying to see this. Prithian might never be the same again. This is Steph. Could there be an evil equivalent to the mother that Koshte has as an ally? Yes,
The father.
definitely. Oh, fuck the patriarchy. um, I think so, but I feel like he's that equivalent
Yeah.
because they were like the other two death gods were so scared of him. He was like the older brother that had like more power. I don't know if that's him or if like he has somebody else on standby that also is like that.
Mm.
I don't know. Um, I also just had a thought when I was thinking. It says at the top we didn't even mention this. Prithian might never be the same again. I mean, that's totally foreshadowing what we thought of, that it's not going to be High Lords anymore. Because
Yeah.
this is literally foreshadowing what Amarin said about like they're not able to bring anybody together. Like she was saying, you need a united front. Take over now while you still have a chance.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to like change into a monarchy.
Yeah. It's gonna have to go that way. And it's like, well, you tried it your way. It didn't work. You couldn't get everyone to unite again. You have to take over. And if that means you have to be a tyrant, you've played that part before, but it's for the good of Prithian.
What if there's someone more powerful than they're all afraid of? So that's I think where we get into like the crossover stuff that we can't. Or I think that there's a bigger power here at play.
Mm.
I think Koschei is just a means to an end. I think he's an ACOTAR villain. I don't think he's gonna be the villain of like
It
the
makes me
entire
think
Maas.
of how Amryn talked about how she and the other Death Angels had like a father of sorts that
Mm.
and she was always not being the soldier, she was like checking out the rift and all that sort of stuff, which is how she got caught. But like, what if that is like, I mean, father of the Death Angels, there could be a father of the Death Gods, for example.
I think Elaine was never right after the cauldron. She has something to do with the. Oh yeah. Remember in ACOWAR when she just immediately like flipped. Like she was like in
Yeah.
her room, like not eating, not doing anything, and then when she figures out about her powers and figures out what she is, she immediately is like, "Hi guys, what's up?" And I'm like, never believed her even after that.
Yeah, I mean, and I just constantly like I think in it's stuck in my head of that moment when Lucian was about to head out to the continent and like everyone they were like sounds or also the moment when they were sound silenced about like the prison and stuff and she was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, you guys are here." And it looked like she was on her way out, but then she turned around and went back to her room.
she's been sneaking out.
She has been.
So the Dust Court, as far as we know, is a myth. Like,
I think it was under the where the prison is.
um, yes, just yes to your questions. Yes, and compile all of your like theory questions and like just mass send them to me. Put them in a document and send them to me. Also, Dad, I don't know what you're saying. Nesty,
Nesty.
Nesta,
Nesta. Jinx.
Jinx. Oh,
Nesty Nesta.
um, I think the Dust Court's real because they keep mentioning it.
If they have a
Um,
dawn court, they have to have a dusk court, just like they have day and night.
yeah, because it's like it's weird that they don't have dusk in there. And I think that goes back to Mom's question that I was like kind of hesitant about answering, but about the prisoners being let go. If that's where the court was, then I'm
Mm.
assuming that they will be let out because it also says here Prithian will never be the same again. What if it like reverts back to how it was in the ancient times? So we're
Yeah,
going back to where the monsters are running wild, but there's also a high king protecting everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of this never-ending cycle also in books where it's like history repeating itself over and over again, where like we always end up going back to the same thing.
It's interesting because it does say like traditional alliances are crumbling. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so what other types of alliances are they going to have to make?
Yes, she is powerful. Yes, I mean Nesta is going to be leading the Valkyries for sure. Like the priestesses under the mountain, or sorry, not under the mountain, but under
Their
in,
mountain,
in the library, they're going to be badasses for sure, and they're going to be riding Pegasuses.
presumably. And so then we're going
Pegasus.
to have General Nesta, General of the Valkyries, and then we're going to have her mate, General Cassian.
I just want. Can we just have a mirror of the ACOTAR scene, but with Nesta and Cassian, and then Feyre and Rhys are the ones walking by the tent and being like, "Oh, I remember when we did that in the last war."
Feyre's like carrying Nyx, and it's just like, oh, do you remember?
That's where you were conceived. No. Um, no, we definitely don't discount her. Like she's gonna be definitely a big part in these books, especially since all things kind of tied to her in terms of the trove, her new trove. She's still got that star on her back, which whatever the fuck
Mm-hmm.
that means.
That same
Um,
star that's in the cover.
yes, the same star that's in the cover. Back when I was young and we did this, right? um, let me talk about what you said though, because you said traditional alliance, dude. They're scared. I bet whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens in the first book, because again, this is the second book, so this is book 7.
Yeah.
I think that whatever happens there, I'm talking about like Tarquin, uh, Thesan, the other High Lords, Helion, Callias. I think they're gonna be, excuse me, I think they're gonna be pussies about this. I don't think
Mm.
maybe I don't think Helion would be, but something's gonna
Yeah.
happen to where like their territories, maybe their people are going to be threatened, and
All of the High Lords die except Rhys.
no,
Rhys and Helion.
I don't want Helion is spared. Um,
Callias dies, but Vivian takes over as High Lady.
I mean, it is a horrible theory, but it's a
It is.
theory. What if that is how the first book ends? What if Koschei just kills all the High Lords
Mm.
except for the ones we like, or the ones that pertain to the story?
No, no, it kills everyone except for Rhys and Tamlin. And Baron, because apparently they're allies.
Well, here's the thing about that, Z. If that is the case, then Feyre dies too.
No, if there are only High Ladies left,
Yeah,
all
but
the
I'm
High Lords
saying she
die.
wouldn't be left because she would die because Rhys would die.
Oh, that's true. So it would just be Vivian.
Uh, well, Baron's definitely not having a high lady. Tamlin has no love life, and uh, I think Thesian's gay.
Yeah.
No, it was a good thing. No, it wasn't. God, I feel like a
We're
bitch.
not,
Like, no,
we're
I'm
not
not.
like shutting down anything. Like literally, like
No,
my theories are like horrible.
honestly, like I literally, you saw me in real time, like go from I think this is it to well, wait, but like thinking it out, like we're just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
I wonder if the girls' moms play into this. Yes.
What if she was never actually dead?
I don't
She
think she
just
was.
what if when she died in that bed she was actually transported to one of these other worlds? And now she's back.
Hmm. Um. What if she's just Vasa in another body?
That's why she was hanging out with Papa Artron.
I'm. That was a throw out. That was an intrusive thought. I don't actually think that
Yeah.
she could be evil, maybe somehow related to the culture. I mean, I think the mother just well, I think the mother disguised herself to be Papa Mother Archeron. Like you know how
I
like when
think
Zeus would come down and he would like fuck people, like it's that like
I
he's
think
the
the
Zeus
mother possessed their mother.
possessed a woman, but then like the people that come out, except for Elaine, Elaine's not related because
No.
She's the only one that
is
looks different.
Elaine is Papa Archeron's daughter.
She was human though, was it? Hey, Dad, we don't know shit. We don't know if she was human or not. I mean, I think herself was human, and the person, like maybe that's why she got sick. Maybe it wasn't typhus or whatever the fuck she got.
It
Maybe the
was,
mother left her body, and
yeah, her body was so drained of having a god in it. I mean, that reminds me of anime, The Seven Deadly Sins.
oh,
Um,
yeah, it does.
yeah, like in that, I guess it was the second season, maybe the third. Basically, where the goddesses come down and take over, like the acolytes' bodies, and then it basically burns the acolytes' bodies up from the inside out, and like makes them like either die on the spot immediately when the goddess leaves, or makes them very weak.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. What if there's a stepmother we don't know about who is Elaine's actual mom? I If Elaine was like the last one born, I could get along with that. But since she was the middle child, I don't.
I think, okay, so we did discuss this before in a mini episode.
We did.
So bringing that back into it, I think that Mama Archeron was the mother of Nesta and Feyre, and then Elaine was Papa Archeron's daughter, and like it was either like some sort of affair that happened. I mean, it would have probably had to be, but like that's why it always says like Nesta was Mama Archeron's daughter, and Elaine like belonged, and then Feyre was just kind of neglected by both.
Well, I mean that Z's right. There has to be another woman in the picture if
Yeah,
Elaine is a different child. If she's Papa Archeron's daughter. Because like
yeah,
otherwise,
especially
sorry.
sorry, jinx. Like I was just gonna say, especially because Papa Archeron was the Prince of Merchants, he was literally traveling everywhere. He had to have fucked other people.
Unless we're saying that the mom cheated. Like
Ah,
there could be two avenues here. Like the mom could have cheated
true.
or the dad could have. I feel like because if Elaine was a baby that wasn't hers, I feel like they would have known about that unless it was like super well hidden because like births weren't like Elaine didn't just peer out of nowhere. They would have had to like watch
That's
like a
true.
woman give birth and like switch them out.
Or for like Papa Archeron to like come back with a random baby.
Yo, hold on. We'll get to the comments in a second. What if she was like a changeling baby? So she isn't either of theirs. But
Ah,
like so when she had Elaine, the second child, they swapped her out for some other kid. And that kid, their other sister, is running around somewhere. Because
mm.
don't you remember when they said that there was like someone who was a descendant of the what if hold on, hear me out. What if Briar's the fourth sister?
Ah, that's why
And
she
that's
has a name.
why she's brought up and all that.
I mean, and to be fair, if she was a child of the blessed. Like that means she came from, I mean, the little bit of human lands in Prithian, not necessarily from their town, but definitely from Prithian. So that would then explain, like, oh, like they had another baby, like it was a baby swap.
Because in Fey lore, from what I also know, Fey lore, changelings were a thing. Like that's in Fey lore, of there being specific Fey that they would swap out with human babies in the middle of the night to like protect
Mhm.
them. Um, so I don't know if she's gonna throw something like that. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Where was
That
Papa?
would be wild for sure.
Papa Archeron definitely cheated for sure. He was like on
Definitely.
boats and shit. Like I can definitely get along the path that Papa Archeron cheated, and that is Elaine is his child. But who's the mother, and how did they not? How did they not figure out there was another mother involved? Like, did their mother, Mama Archeron, just pretend to be? It's not like they had fake baby bumps in this age. So, like, how did she fake a pregnancy unless it was a changeling thing where they swapped?
Mm.
You know, and she didn't want to like live, because they were high society folks, right? That would be
They didn't want a scandal.
right.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Jinx.
We're on a roll, bro. I do not know why I have this in my hand. There's nothing on it.
It's for you to smack things
I'm
with.
I'm getting excited. Okay, we haven't even thought about some of these things. We're literally doing this in real time. The only way that could possibly happen is if she was like fake being pregnant because they were in royal high society. And then
Hmm.
they like swapped out. Like maybe she was a maid, maybe she was um someone who was like close to them or on the ship or da da da, and like some it has to be someone in the household though,
Hmm.
I would feel. Um
Or what if okay, this probably is not it, but it popped into my head, so I'm gonna say it anyway. Mama Archeron was actually pregnant, and something, maybe because, as we're predicting, the mother was in her body, she lost the baby, and like a rainbow baby sort of thing. Like she lost the baby, but then Papa Archeron comes back with the baby. And it was just like, well, I was supposed to have this one. We're gonna, like, miscarriage means dishonor on our family, basically. So we're gonna
yeah,
pretend that didn't happen and use this new baby as say that it's ours.
very telenovela. There
Hmm.
needs to be a route to why I mean, there has to. What if
Hmm.
Amarantha or one of the death gods cast a spell and changed their appearance as a human woman, and that's how Pop? Ooh, so you think Amarantha could be her mother? Oh God,
Ugh.
that's good. That's good.
So Amarantha gets resurrected, and then she's just like, I'm here for my daughter.
She like Darth Vader's comes and like,
I
daughter,
am your mother.
let's take over the world together. And I'm like, oh my God,
She's
I
like,
didn't think
okay,
about
can you make me human again so I can be with Grayson?
that. Dude, that's what she wants. That's what she wants, bro.
Yeah.
A dad,
Take her then.
dad just says take her.
I'm not sure if Papa cheated. Mama may have beat him to death.
Well, you would have, but I like. I'm just saying because again, they were in high society. They were rich. Like, it's definitely one of those things where they could have hidden it
They
somehow.
had to keep up appearances.
But then, why did Nesta dote on her so much? Because I feel like that wouldn't slip past Nesta's radar. Like, of why she
Mm.
doted on Elaine so much more than Feyre. Because if Feyre is her actual sister, then
I mean, to be fair, Elaine is 1 year younger than Nesta, and
oh,
so she wouldn't really have known.
that's true. That's true. So they parents could have done something and they wouldn't have known at all.
Yeah, and then Mama Archeron took it to her grave, and I guess
Mm.
Papa Archeron too at this point. Maybe Papa Archeron told Vasa though, because apparently he's such a great father figure to her.
She sounded like a real jerk to me. Question: is there a way to save the chat? Oh, this will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know if the chat is saved. Can we save the chat?
The chat doesn't show up. However, on our Riverside, if we come back into this recording, because it does save as a recording on there, we can see the chat.
Yeah, we can take screenshots. But oh, that's interesting. I mean, we haven't even ever talked about this because like I think we just assumed that like the mother left like well, because the thing that we said what we said before was that the mother like went out of Mama Archeron's body for just that one
Mm-hmm.
baby, and that's why she doesn't have the characteristics, and then
Mm.
went back into her body when Feyre was born. Like
I
that was
think with
another thing.
Feyre though, because Feyre does have, like, the blue gray eyes, right? But she also has like her father's nose and mouth and like smile and stuff like that. So like it also could be a potential of, the mother left Mama Archeron's body, and any remaining lingering power is what Feyre got.
Well, or maybe uh her getting possessed. Thank God. Okay, her
Mhm.
getting possessed twice made her die.
Ah, it was the second time that made her die.
Because she died when Feyre was
She
like
died when 8.
8. Would it take that long? Would it take that long to for her to die if she was possessed like that again?
Maybe, well, maybe the mother like stayed in the body for that long.
And then left. I mean, again, these is all just potential, but
I mean, here's a potential explanation for that potential: is the mother stayed in Mama Archeron's body until they lost the estate, and then the mother was like, "I'm out of here. Like, I don't want to live in the cottage. You gotta go through some poverty."
she just went, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Exactly, exactly. And she left, and that's why like Mama Archeron only started getting sick once they were out into the cottage.
Well, didn't she die? She died before they got to the cottage, right? I thought.
Did she?
Yeah, she died before, and then like
Oh, I guess yeah. They brought the bed, but they. That's true.
I mean, again, I don't know. She could have seen the writing on the wall.
Could the mother
That's
still
still.
be in someone's body, so still around and has not left yet?
Oh yes, very.
Maybe she's been in Nesta's body this whole time, like just laying dormant.
Oh, or maybe she got to Elaine. Maybe that's who. And the mother isn't actually helping anybody.
Mm. I feel like if she were in Nesta, that could explain like why Nesta had the power to take from the cauldron
Mm.
so much, and then
I,
why Nesta kind of felt called to the bottom of the library.
oh, you think Amryn is being possessed?
I mean, the silver eyes, silver stormy eyes.
What if the mother possessed her after she got out of the cauldron?
Ah, what if Nesta went into the cauldron and the mother was in Nesta, and the mother is the only reason that Nesta was able to take from the cauldron, but then had to stay in the cauldron when Nesta left. And so then when Amryn went into the cauldron, the mother's like, "Ooh, a new body, okay," and then is now in Amryn.
So do you think like everybody's got a little bit of the power since they went in?
Maybe that's something like they'll be connected. That's not a traditional alliance. That's a the mother has possessed them. They're all bonded that way.
Well, I think because the diplomacy, like I'm trying to see, like because when it talks about lies and deceit, I think what Koshche is trying to do and what he tried to do in Silver Flame, which maybe this is going to work this time, was trying to turn them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So the first book is definitely going to be him kind of sneakily trying to break up the Court of Dreams because he knows how powerful they are.
Yeah. He's like, dreams are for losers. Come to the nightmares.
So I don't know because it says like normal diplomacy, like in this section says normal diplomacy doesn't seem to be working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that has to do with the allies on this side of the world or if it's on the other side.
Mm.
Because if they're talking about that they can't even a united front, they can't even make a united front. Why? Because like in my eyes, right? Why would the other courts besides Baron not join the cause?
Yeah.
Like
It's like unless Coach J has offered them something else, or it's like working through Baron to offer them something else.
come to the Court of Nightmares. We got cookies and allies. um
And the guy who steals women. And
Call
apparently gives them
Dateline.
fire powers.
I I'm not sure. I'm not sure like what he could offer them besides like a place in his new world, but then again, like unless like they really think that they can't win.
Mm.
I still remember how like long it took them to like figure out that they should be fighting Highburn and then until it was almost too late. I could just
Yeah.
imagine what this is going to be in terms of how long it's going to take them to be like, this is a threat. We need to deal with it.
It's like they're gonna have a civil war first before they fight Coach J.
I told you, it's over land, bro. Geographical politics always come back in a civil war, and especially when one territory isn't equal to the rest. And I'm talking about Tamlin and the Night Court. The Night Court is so overpowered over the other territories that it doesn't make sense. They're not equal anymore.
Yeah, and I think where it says like the Night Court's inner circle dispersed is far and wide, it's like we're gonna be jumping around a lot, it feels
I
like. At least to me.
I am so excited to see other parts of the continent
Yeah.
because they're definitely going to be looking at the continent for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I. But what are they looking for? Is my answer or my question?
Mm.
Are they looking for?
Any advantage against Koschei, it says.
When I read that, I'm like, don't they also have like a powerful arsenal at their disposal? What else could they be looking for?
Or what specifically is it about Koschei that is making all of what they have already, all of their power they've amassed, just completely useless?
Yeah. Unless that's the betrayal and they lost it.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can think of that making any sort of fucking sense. Because if what we're saying is right and Elaine or stole everything and she
Yeah.
dispersed it around the territories while no one was looking, or it just around, then Koschei could at least prevent them from using any of those weapons. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be jumping off. Oh, it's okay.
You
We
had so many
love
good
you.
theories.
This was amazing. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, we'll be done in about 10 minutes, but nighty night.
Night night.
We love you, Z. Um, that's the only thing that I could see. Like, if they don't have the trove anymore, because
Mm-hmm.
how can it be? Excuse me. How can it be this like overpowering thing, but then not? But then not work. Like somebody had to steal something.
Yeah.
But would it? I mean, does it take Elaine all book to disperse those things? Maybe.
I mean,
Um,
maybe if this first one is shorter.
right. And we're just seeing the fallout. I mean, this is definitely she definitely rocked the world with this. People have been waiting for these books to come out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to read it. And I'm excited to actually be able to talk about shit with you.
Yeah.
In a bigger context. Again, it's not that it's like much of a difference because obviously like the end theory is still the same, but there's like more evidence for it.
Yeah.
That's really the main thing for me. Um, yeah, I know. So we have to record after this, but we have 7 minutes. Does anyone want to bring up anything more or have a question for us about what we think? I love answering questions. Not that I am necessarily the person, I feel like I'm always shutting people down, but it's more just like I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm asking a question of like, okay, defend your theory. It's debate. Trying to debate people, but not in a bad way. I'm like, defend your theory. Like, why do you think that? Unless it's just a crack theory and you just say it out loud and it doesn't mean anything. Um, I definitely want to see the God, what the blood duel be enacted, dude. It has to be.
Yeah.
I want it to be so bad. I've been wanting it so much, but I don't know who it's gonna be against. Like,
And it
I
will
don't.
end with one of them dying. Like, that's how it works.
Will it though?
That's how it's supposed to work.
I mean, I know how it's supposed to work, but like, maybe near death. Because if
Mm,
Azrael goes up against Lucian, Azrael's gonna win.
right.
Like, I'm sorry, but Lucian's not gonna win that fight.
Mm-mm.
So
Unless he is the betrayer, and he's asked for power from Koschei to defeat Azrael for Elaine.
Oh, my head hurts.
I know.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, because I think that begs the question of like, if Elaine's the betrayer, why would he like fight for her if it was like a, unless Lucian is fighting Azriel for Elaine because them as a pair teaming up betraying means maybe he could save her. I don't know.
Hmm.
But maybe she's not the, maybe it's a misdirect. SJM loves to do those. Maybe it's they think Azrael is using Elaine to do these things when it's actually Elaine
Hmm.
using him, and then Lucian gets fucked because he tries to defeat Azrael,
Yeah.
but it's actually her that's pulling the strings. Do I think a Stygian spider is going to show up? I don't think so. I think that would be weird.
Hmm.
Um will I say maybe one that's represented maybe? Do I want Throne of Glass to be in this? I'm I'm not sure. I feel like she's leading up to the crossover series where like all of their worlds collide.
Hmm.
I thought Flame and Shadow would be like the big crossover, but I don't know. I don't know if I want this to be or not. I really think we have to read the first book, and I think that will determine whether or not I think this is crossover material. Because of the fact that they're saying they have to like look all over the world for something, makes
Yeah.
me think, do they need an outside force to
Mm.
help them, which leads to the crossover. I think it would be funny as fuck if like at the end of this book, so the second one, if if Nyx just like goes goo goo gaga and then opens a portal.
He just goes goo goo gaga and opens a portal.
That's how babies talk, right? Um,
Sure. Babbling, yes.
and like his first words open a portal, and then one of the characters from the other book pops out and says, "Hi."
Do you need my army?
I think that would be hilarious as hell. Do I think that's gonna happen? Who knows? I'm just really excited for these books. I think everyone else is too. This is
Yeah.
not a hot take. I'm very excited to see. So, is there anything you wanted to say to the people before we leave?
I'm going to be doing a lot of reading in this next 2 months.
Uh-huh. Yep. And you guys will see it in real time as we keep continuing doing our live streams. You will see her
Hmm.
eventually learning shit. I'm just
Yes.
so glad you didn't see that
Whatever
because
it was.
that was that
Was
would have
it
been,
tied to Throne of Glass?
huh?
Was it tied to Throne of Glass or Crescent City? Throne of
Yeah, it was
Glass.
Throne of Glass. I mean, she doesn't. She never read Throne of Glass, so she doesn't know that it's a spoiler.
Mm,
But
got
like,
it.
because she just like heard something from somebody, and it's like, nope, nope, that's one. That's a spoiler.
Rip.
I would, yeah. It's like that's why I asked you a couple times because I was like, tell me the truth. If you saw it, okay, like. See, that's what's so hard about talking about these is because like
I
no
think
one
like so I was okay, I was looking at my phone texting Oscar when
good.
I just when you were just like, "Oh no." And then I looked up, I didn't look at the chat, but I looked at you and you're just like, and so that told me not to look at the chat. Cuz only
Good.
you could be so devastated if someone gave a spoiler.
That's why, because when you were looking down at your phone, like I thought you were like that you looked up Reddit and then was mad. Like
Reddit?
that's read what the
Oh,
text was.
Reddit. Yeah, not the thing. Looked up Reddit is what I heard. It's like, why would I be
I
looking up
thought
Reddit?
you read it and then was upset
Yeah.
and looked down, and then that's why I also shut down for a second because I was like,
Ah,
holy crap. Again, it was an honest mistake. It's fine. It's like
yes.
it's like I'm not, it's just that's also like the bad thing about reading these books when everybody's talking about them because no one can shut their mouths about it. We love Z, so it's not like she also didn't know. There's no like
Right.
no hatred there or like upsetness. It's just more, I feel like more people like in other circles are just like yeah, like this is what happens in this, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
So you zip it.
We're not talking about it. But yeah, so thank you guys all for coming on. We really love and appreciate you. This will definitely be our November read because it's coming
Yeah.
out at the end of October. So we're not going to take 3 days to read it and then try to do so we'll do it for the month of November because
Yeah.
everyone will be talking about it in November. So mark your calendars, the 27th October, it's coming out. So
Yep.
we love you guys. We will see you all on the next live stream, and our podcast anniversary is coming up. So I'm so thrilled.
Yes.
So we will see you all next Wednesday for our Onyx Storm book club.
Yay.
So love you guys.